Smarter, faster, better. The secrets of being productive in life and business by Charles Duhigg. Stay committed to your objectives and enhance your productivity. We often encounter individuals who adhere to a routine regardless of the circumstances. Even when faced with sickness or setbacks, somehow they consistently achieve their targets and meet their deadlines. Of course, not everyone is like this. Many of us have fantastic ideas, but struggle to find the time to bring them to life. Moreover, when we do chase a specific objective, somehow we might easily lose focus and get diverted repeatedly. The positive aspect is that it is possible to learn how to remain dedicated to a plan even when faced with numerous distractions from the world around us. Stay inspired by making decisions and keeping long-term objectives in mind. Have you ever been enthusiastic about starting a new project, only for that eagerness to diminish over time? Yeah, this happens from time to time. Let's explore some strategies to keep your motivation high as you stay on course. To sustain motivation, make choices that benefit you, your team, and your project. Columbia University researchers discovered that individuals feel more motivated when they have increased control over a situation. In essence, people enjoy making decisions. A sense of control and responsibility can also assist you in bouncing back from any challenges along the way. Neuropsychologist Mauricio Delgado at Columbia found that one of the brain's motivation centers activates when a person has the opportunity to make a choice. Even something as simple as choosing a colored key in a video game. Use this phenomenon to your advantage. If you are stuck on a task, allow yourself to make a decision. Even ordinary choices can help to uplift your spirits. For example, if you have 40 emails you need to read, allow yourself to choose the 4 emails you want to read right now while saving the rest for later. However, making choices alone might not always provide the needed boost. Sometimes we need a little bit more. It is also essential to remind yourself how your decisions contribute to the project and your overall goals. Keeping the big picture in mind is another crucial aspect of staying motivated. Even if the task doesn't seem rewarding by itself, understanding its role in a more significant purpose, that of your long-term goals, can help you feel good while performing the task. Imagine you want to create a drone. You begin reading an article about drone construction, but it is incredibly dull, and your attention starts to drift. Oh, you'd prefer to just, maybe just stop reading and do anything else? Even nothing else? Just not this? In such a situation, how do you regain focus on your objective? Try this simple technique. At the top of the article, write in bold letters, quote, "Reading this will help me build my drone." In other words, you remind yourself of your objective. You remind yourself why you are doing this. This can help make the article that brings you one step closer to your goal seem much more engaging, or at least tolerable. Establish a bold objective and divide it into smaller, easily attainable steps. Having discussed the power of choice, let us examine some strategies for turning your ideas into reality. Begin with stretch goals. A stretch goal represents your most significant aspirations. Do not hesitate to dream big here. Research has shown that people tend to be more creative when they aim for higher, more ambitious goals. A 1997 study demonstrated that after Motorola incorporated stretch goals into their management training, engineers were able to develop new products in just 1/10 of the previous time. This same approach can be applied to personal goals, such as the overweight individual aiming to lose a substantial amount of weight. Even if they don't manage to lose, say, 100 pounds, setting the high goals can still lead to better than expected results, had they just said, well, I want to lose a little bit of weight. Stretch goals, by nature, sometimes seem unattainable and can feel overwhelming. How can we change our life that much? This is when SMART goals can be helpful. SMART goals break your stretch goals into more manageable segments. A SMART goal is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. For instance, if your stretch goal is to run a marathon, you will probably want to divide this goal into smaller, more manageable steps, like be able to run 6 miles without stopping within a month. Next, determine how to measure your progress. Okay, I will run 6 laps on my local track today. Then, assess if your goal is achievable. Combining running with bi-weekly gym visits might help this become possible. Also, remember to be realistic. You could tell yourself, all right, this will be challenging and time-consuming, but this is a goal I can achieve. Finally, figure out the most efficient way to schedule your progress towards your goals. You might start by running, say, just 2 miles in the first week, and aim to add, say, 1 or 2 miles each week. One of the advantages of SMART goals is the extra motivation boost you receive each time you complete a mini goal. The more progress you make, the more enthusiastic you will be to continue. Maintain focus on your goals by preparing for potential distractions. Life is full of surprises. Even when we have carefully outlined our stretch goals and our SMART goals, hey, sometimes life is going to throw a curveball at you. Unforeseen events can and will arise, and they will try to divert your attention. So, how can you remain focused? One effective method is to create mental models, positive narratives that help avoid distractions and keep you enthusiastic about your future. Mental models equip you to handle upcoming projects or discussions. For example, if you have a demanding week ahead, visualize how you will overcome each challenge step by step. Suppose you are a journalist assigned to write an article for a travel magazine about the top 3 SLR cameras. Begin by making a list of, say, 10 cameras which are well known, and later you can narrow down. Anticipate potential distractions, like a cluttered email inbox. Maybe you'll activate your email blocking software before lunch, allowing you some uninterrupted time to think after lunch. After selecting your top 5 cameras from the list, imagine yourself testing them. Then envision yourself picking the best 3 and documenting the results of your evaluation. Having visualized the entire article from start to finish, you'll be able to write it much easier, able to get back from potential distractions. In short, once you determine how you want your week to unfold, you can start working towards it. Of course, even with the best plans in place, there can still be disruptions. So, think about how you will address interruptions ahead of time. Consider possible distractions and their likelihood during a given workday. For instance, your partner might invite you to lunch. How can you spend that time and go to lunch with your significant other without it disrupting your entire day? You could opt for a quick self-service restaurant near work or prepare a packed lunch together in advance. This way, your meal will take 45 minutes rather than something you gotta drive to far away, and then you gotta wait, and there's a line, and before you know it, 2 hours of your workday gone. Boost your team's performance by ensuring each individual feels secure and appreciated. What is the secret to an exceptional team? A collection of overachievers? Superstars? Not quite. Google's Project Aristotle spent 2 years investigating what makes a team outstanding. The project discovered that even a team of average performers can achieve great results if the team has the right dynamic. So, what is the right dynamic? The most crucial factor is whether team members feel psychologically safe. Team members feel safe when they know they won't be mocked for making a mistake or suggesting an idea that maybe isn't that good. Project Aristotle found that teams with a sense of safety were more likely to perform better, envision more innovative products, and meet sales targets. Psychological safety improves performance because it allows team members to admit mistakes, ensuring that any issues are quickly addressed. Team members also feel more at ease sharing unconventional ideas, which makes the team as a whole more creative. Safe teams also flourish in a generally caring and respectful environment. Project Aristotle determined that the safest teams consist of empathetic individuals, which makes sense. It is easier to trust people who genuinely care about you, and they're looking out for you. Team members also feel secure when they are encouraged to contribute to the project's success. This encouragement demonstrates that each member is a crucial part of the group with valuable options. Hey, without you, this isn't going to work. We need you. Naturally, team leaders are responsible for cultivating this psychological safety. If you are a leader, ensure that all your team members have an opportunity to voice their thoughts and opinions at least once in every meeting. If you notice a team member is upset, encourage them to share their concerns and ensure other members respond compassionately. Address conflicts openly and avoid interrupting team members while they are speaking. Make sure everyone feels valued and respected. Promoting a commitment culture enhances your company's overall success. In the 1990s, during Silicon Valley's boom, many CEOs believed that HR departments and company culture concepts were irrelevant in the world of startups. They thought that creating innovative ideas and products was all that mattered. Were they right? No. A comprehensive study has demonstrated that company culture is crucial to any firm's success. A commitment culture is the most effective type of culture to cultivate within a company. In a commitment culture, management prioritizes building trust and fostering attachment to the company. Companies with a commitment culture depend on trust, care, and emotional connections between the organization and its employees. Such companies do not necessarily aim to hire the most intelligent or highest achieving individuals. Instead, they search for people who are competent but also align with their broader team and company vision. In 1994, Stanford Business School professors James Barron and Michael Hannon initiated a study of nearly 200 Silicon Valley technology startups to better understand the connection between company culture and profit. The team discovered that out of the 5 distinct company culture styles they identified, the commitment culture companies consistently emerged as the most successful. No commitment culture firm went bankrupt. 0. They were the quickest to go public, and they sustained the highest profitability ratios. Another advantage of supporting a commitment culture is that it allows a company to maintain fewer middle managers. Commitment culture companies hire motivated, high-quality specialists who are generally skilled at managing themselves. This means that a company's middle management ranks can be streamlined. This means more profitability for the company and more pay for the high-quality specialists. Your company becomes more efficient when specialists can directly address questions or issues without having to go through a long line of middle managers. For instance, a mid-level operations manager may not know which server to choose, but an IT specialist can make the correct decision themselves. Why should they have to ask the permission of a manager who wouldn't know themselves? Discover new uses for existing ideas and let your emotions drive your creative work. Innovation does not always mean starting from zero. After all, you do not need to reinvent the wheel to create an amazing new car. So, instead of constantly trying to reinvent the wheel and make something entirely brand new, aim to apply old ideas in new, creative, modern ways. Behavioral economics is a great example of this approach. The founders of behavioral economics combined psychological and economic models to understand why humans often make decisions that may go against their best interests. For example, people may reject deals they perceive as unfair. This contradicts the concept of rational behavior, which assumes that people make decisions solely for gain, as proposed by traditional economics. By finding new uses for established concepts, behavioral economics gained groundbreaking insights. In 2011, business professors Brian Uzi and Ben Jones from Northwestern University analyzed various creative academic papers. They used an algorithm to evaluate 17.9 million papers and discovered that in the most creative papers, 90% of the content had already been published somewhere else. These innovative papers were considered groundbreaking because they explored existing concepts, but from a fresh, new perspective. Not just because they introduced a whole bunch of completely brand new, novel ideas. Another effective way to enhance creativity is to tap into your emotions. Let your feelings and intuition guide you. How you feel about a situation or idea can indicate whether you are dealing with something exceptional or just ordinary. Disney animation president Ed Catmull employs this strategy with his writers. When his team worked on the movie Frozen, he encouraged them to explore their emotional connections with siblings. This approach allowed the writers to depict the relationship between the characters' sisters, Anna and Elsa, in a much more genuine, authentic, and relatable way, which was a significant factor in the film's massive financial success. Ultimately, staying productive, motivated, and competitive is about making the right choices in your daily life and with your most ambitious goals. Set high-reaching goals for yourself and then break them down into achievable parts. Tackle distractions by being prepared. Remember, making the right choices benefits not only you, but also your team and your entire company. This concludes Smarter, Faster, Better.